Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Hour Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a guide for a level 25 Gallonbaloir Patres Escalation Challenge. Gallonbaloir Patres is the new physical Earth boss, and that means, unless we get a new physical Earth banner, it's primarily Odin, Tifa or the older Yuffie battle, as they are the only DPS characters with a physical Earth weapon. And then Matt and Aerith are both great as healers, as you want physical defense and physical attack buffs from them. And as for the tanks, ideally Glenn with his new banner for sure, but also Angio can debuff earth resistance and is a very good tank alternative here. But you also need physical attack debuffs, because essentially the boss will keep buffing his physical attack, but also will keep debuffing your physical defense. And well, since it's a physical earth battle, it's the bane of my existence because I don't have any weapon on my account since Sephiroth or Cloud didn't get a banner yet. So this is not going to be a good guide at all. But initially I used Cloud for the first levels and I still managed to clear up to level 22 I think. And then I had to switch to Sephiroth to clear the remaining levels. But yeah, for level 30 you definitely need a good physical earth DPS team. But well, at least I got all the crystals from this event. Also, reprieve outfits are your best friend in this battle, because later the boss will start one-shotting your character, so at least with reprieve you can prolong the battle by quite a lot to finish off the boss. Matt has a reprieve outfit with any limit break, and Gigantic Shield may actually be very good here. Your players to buff physical attack, Centipede to buff physical defense, Bravery to precast for a longer duration, Cura for single target heals, heal stat stick, and then sub-equipment slots, Shark Slayer for HP and buff debuff extension, and 2 guild weapons with physical defense for allies. Angel has a reprieve outfit with Adastra, but you could give him another limit break, guild weapon with physical defense for allies, and to apply provoke, Shinra Greatsword to lower earth resistance, debrave, barrier and a pdef stat stick, and then sub-equipment slots Angel has Fafnir with HP and physical defense, physical attack for allies weapon, and a guild weapon with AB boost. And I don't have Matt's banner ultimate weapon that would give me extra AB at the beginning of the battle, so I needed for Angio to not get stunned. Sephiroth has Arcanum outfit with Titan, Kikui to get damage bonus, Kotetsu to debuff attack, banner ultimate weapon for exploit weakness, 3 earth points in materia, and in sub-equipment slots 3 weapons with physical attack to max out the ability, and 2 weapons have earth points on them, and Cermonia has physical ability Ponzi. Alright, first we have to wait because it's the first animation. And now, as you get 3.5 AB, switch to defense because this attack will actually hurt you. And immediately provoke with your tank. Otherwise it will be too late and the boss will choose a random target. But now I have to, well, first nullify the physical attack buff, debuff attack, but also I need to get rid of that physical defense debuff on Angio. The other characters are fine, but Angio has to get it, because soon there is this attack Nash, and if it goes through the veil, Angio will get stunned, so the only way to have Angio not get stunned is to keep Veil active. So you have to nullify physical defense debuff, debuff physical attack, but also have enough physical defense HP so Angio doesn't get stunned. The layer attacks, the other ones, they are fine, but only those first Nashes. But also, of course, keep watching for that physical attack buff and nullify it, but also debuff it. But also overall just keep healing Angel. Alright, there will be one more. And we should be good, I think. So I'm just going to buff physical attack. And we should be fine here. But also ideal with an actual physical earth DPS, you want to have this gauge depleted. But it will just take me a little bit longer. So let's just cure. And, well, also with Glenn, he can buff the command gauge. So he will actually be great here. But with Andrea you just have to wait for that. But also until you deplete the gauge, Gallonbaloir will keep attacking you, so pay attention and just make sure that no one dies. And I am just going to do this because there is no point in sitting on the summon. It's always extra damage and I desperately need it. So let's just, well, keep tickling the boss. And also you can debuff physical attack here. But also I don't think I'll be able to get rid of the gauge before the boss does another charged attack. Right, just a little bit longer. And yeah, here it comes, so it's exactly the same thing. But let's see if I can pull it off second time, because I kind of ignored physical defense, so it was my mistake. Yeah, well, technically I could have saved it, because Angio can buff physical defense with his normal attack, so maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, even if you lose your tank for the duration of the charge, you can still save it, but well, ideally you don't want to lose reprieve at least, because this will extend the battle for you before everyone dies. And well, this is annoying, so I'm just going to debuff physical attack again. But yeah, Angel definitely can survive here. This is not an issue, it's just that he lost reprieve. So when the boss starts doing his one-shot attacks, then Angel will die. Still fine. And I misclicked. I wanted to cure Angel, not bravery Angel, because I needed that physical attack buff on Sephiroth. So let's just do this. Debuff that. And also, at first, as you stun the boss, as long as the boss is stunned, his defenses are lowered, which is great. But after a few of those attacks, his defenses will permanently get stunned. Lowered, excuse me. So this is good to finish off the boss, but as he will start doing those one-shots attacks, that's when those defenses no longer will disappear. So let's just do this. Because very soon those attacks will start. Just make sure that when Gallonbaloir gets back from the stun and you already has provoke on, just those great tumults, those attacks, they will just one-shot the character unless they have reprieve to save themselves from. Wait, actually this is great. Yes, of course, you do a lot less damage when you are not in max command gauge, and because the boss keeps attacking you and resetting it, that means that for the majority of the battle you might be not in max command stance, so you have to compensate for that. But that was actually very lucky because my initial clear lasted quite a long time, at least longer, because I lost Angel, lost Matt, I think. So yeah, it was few of those one-shotting attacks when I finally finished him off, but yeah, that's the whole battle. And as I said, ideally you want to have Tifa or Yuffie, because they have an actual physical earth weapon and they would just delete the boss much faster. And with Sephiroth or Cloud, he's also viable, but until level 20, 22 I would say, and for those last levels you want Sephiroth instead. But with Earth Materia you are just tickling the boss, really. But yeah, that would be all. So if you don't have physical Earth DPS, then I hope you found my guide helpful, and good luck on your own clear, and in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.